Terry's Real Life Music, coming to you once again with my latest song called Terry's Pain, Part 1. We've all had to endure a lot of pain, some more than others. But I was inspired by my sister, Adrena, aka Ya Lyrical Taylor, by her book, For Nothing Is Secret. Turn on the radio, all I hear is people whining on a track. Well, let me get my wine on, release the stress off my back. I grew up in a shack where moms had to lock the door using a stocking. Oh, how embarrassing it was when people would come over knocking. They often ask questions like, why your mama got this stocking around y'all's door? I'm like, that's something my mother did. They be like, yeah, okay, but what for? She said that was the only way that she knew how to keep the bad men out. And I'm like saying to myself, but what about the one living in her own house? You wanna talk about pain? Well, let's talk about me and how I've seen things a child ain't supposed to see, causing me to make bad decisions throughout my whole life, like taking on the road twice of being an abused wife. You wanna talk about hurt? Well, let's talk about me. How I had a big hole where my heart should be. My mind sometimes is so messed up, at times I can't even think. Often staring into space, my eyes they won't even blink. Have you ever laid in bed, hunger pains beating you up like a drum? Making music in your stomach like, hey, rumpa-bumpa-bum-bum. Wishing even for one piece of bread, but never get one crumb. Saying to yourself, what did they mean when they say that a change is gonna come? Always afraid at night, cause I know this man is gonna come into my room. Just laying awake, praying and praying and praying, God please send me help soon. At 9 years old, too young to know what sex was really all about. And why is he coming in here when my mom is sleeping in the other room of the same house? Hey, you wanna talk about, won't you talk about me? And how I see so many things a child didn't see, like wanting love from my daddy, but he was foul as can be. Talking about he had love for me the same way he had for mommy. I'm like, hold up, wait a minute, let me get this clear. Is this really what you talking, or daddy, have you had too much beer? His actions started speaking for him, I mean it blew my mind. I start seeing nothing but red, I could see myself doing hard time. I got married at an early age, I thought it all worked out, only added more pain to the pain my life was already bad. Cheating wasn't enough for him, he started using his fist, then came back later saying he was sorry, sealing it with the kiss. Years later, the fists turned into guns, and I remember thinking to myself, am I the only one too afraid to tell a soul? I didn't want nobody to know, so I portrayed a happy image, careful with this show. You wanna talk about pain? Well, let's talk about me and how I've seen things a child ain't so